appreciate you guys being here because you give us a chance to say what's going on for us, you know, being out there on the water and fishing and all that stuff. And we wouldn't be here if you weren't here. So thank you very much. I'd really like to express my appreciation there, and for the Fisherman Poets for allowing me to participate in this awesome thingamajiggy. So we were just talking about, anyway, the Coast Guard. It's kind of a nice lead-in for the tune that I'm going to do. They write the rules for how we're supposed to conduct ourselves to avoid, banging into each other out there. It's always important to have your proper equipment. Having good crew is also important. I was thinking, I was hearing a bunch of songs about having a new crew on board. I was thinking maybe we could we could invent a test for seeing how people might, handle themselves out on a boat. And it would include getting a teeter-totter, dousing it down with some chicken fat, getting about, half a dozen dead salmon for them to juggle while they're trying to drink hot ramen. And for the females, they got to try pee in a bucket that's nailed to the wall sideways. If they can handle all that, they might have a little bit more potential as a crew member out there. What do you think? Anyway, well, that sounds pretty good to me. Okay. So this is a song about me being battlefield promoted and having to get a captain's license, so from the Coast Guard. Well, Coast Guard master's license tests the rules of the road. With all the parts and subparts, it can be a hello. But I had studied every night and I was doing fine until I hit that rule known as rule number 9. Now rule number 9 is called the narrow channel rule. I had to memorize it, I studied it like a fool, but couldn't seem to get it. It was so complex and long, and then the idea hit me, I'll write it in a song. That goes like this. Well, a narrow channel's skinny 'cause it isn't very wide, so keep her to the outer limit, starboard side. Unless you're on the Great Lakes and you're traveling downbound, in this case live right away and make the single sound. No, a narrow channel ain't the place you wanna drop your hook. Of course, I'm on the radio, I'll screw it up, It's your fault, not mine. Okay. Well, I'm gonna break all the rules and get out my bigger set there, bigger printing. It's something to do with my eyeballs that have been south. Okay. That was what was kind of like kicking the chest or something like that too. He's like, what? Huh? Did I read this stuff? I don't know. Okay. Well, a narrow channel skinny 'cause it isn't very wide, so keep her to the outer limit, starboard side. Unless you're on the Great Lakes and you're traveling downbound, where you have the right of way, make the signal sound. Now if you're less than 20 meters, won't you please take heed? And fishing boats and sailing boats, well, you can't compete. 'Cause if the channel is the only place that you can steer, another vessel shall not cross, but right they must steer clear. Now indicate intentions if you plan to overtake by sounding all proper signals, that's for safety's sake. If she agrees, she'll sound and you'll hear her reply. She's in doubt, by blast ring out, that's Rule 34C, subsection I. Well, that is unless you use the Inland rules, that's a different game. In this case, overtaken vessels, signals sound the same. Some channels have a kink in them, so here's the word. Prolonged blast will get you past a fairway that's obscure. Please indicate and keep in mind this concept, we're going by the book. Narrow channel ain't the place you want to drop your hook. So if you're stuck or you're running buck, learn this little ditty. Get off your duff, learn this stuff, you'll be sitting pretty well. I got some kind of funny looks while I was singing my exam. But frankly, dear, I passed my test, so I don't give a damn. I think you got the hang of it, so go and do your best. Learn the song, sing along, and pass your Coast Guard test. Maybe they should have dropped me after all.